set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brought down at the
a nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson to throw. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 22, Jackson escaping the... And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
For a Giants.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically, 2nd and 7. First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
3rd and 6.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. 19 tight.
Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This is an easy one, 23-yarder.
23-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Well, throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Might want to remember that 3rd down play. 37 yards. Three nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Giants 3, visitors nothing.
Jackson on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. That sack goes to the safety, Steve Atwater.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
Visitors 8, Giants 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Right there.
Throwing again, Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Barkley.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Casey Hayward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, It's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving.
You don't always expect tight end.
And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Stop your body. Mark 54. Mark 54. Watch twist. Watch twist. Kill. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jack Youngblood able to get him for a loss of about 3. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right?
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Second and 11 now. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Hightower picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away. Looking deep for Julio. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Jackson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. And McCaffrey, 28 yards. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He was brought down.
A gain of 5. Good for a first down. On the move to his left. And on the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Jackson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The Giants' 31-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 23. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. Results
now Jackson on first down. It's Hill, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brought down back.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jackson eluding the pressure, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Is a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing now is Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
George Kittle, incomplete. Steve Atwater there defensively.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was in Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson, flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. McCaffrey. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.